One West, he ain't one West. They got live at camp and he folded quick. He ain't one right. He ain't one West. He a straight fraud. He just spying out. At a dance recital with the leggings on, said he trying out. He know how we rock. He know how we roll. He just aficionado. He don't put in no work, but I hear him coming when we popping them bottles. I ain't feeling that. Get your selling crack. I'm too real for that. You gotta be thorough. Claim me about it, but he never with it. But gang go on. Look, that nigga just shit it. If I want that block, I send my niggas get it. Scope the area and send me your image. Pass the flyers out, cause this ain't a gimmick. She bad and she loyal. I have the ribbon. If I was a crook of punches, get the flying. Now your tongue sticking, but without the ribbon. Remember seeing pictures? Yeah, we broke it down, but we didn't whip it. Now this shit is different. Sticks and rulers couldn't measure how we live. Remember long nights posted in the kitchen. I was frustrated about how we living. Felt my hand was forced. Had to make this shit. We don't wear purple. We don't sell drugs. We don't like crackers. Over strong, they don't get along, so they don't dap us. And that's cool with me, cause according to us, you did truancy. Like a straight fool, fell in love with demons and you left the school, so I'ma eat your food. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. Nigga walk past, he ain't had that one West juice step. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. Nigga gave me dap and the dap was weak, we ain't like that. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. He wanted to leave the crib cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tab. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. They got live at camp and he folded quick, he ain't one right. I'm a straight goon, I'm a straight savage, I'ma let him have it. Nigga, shut your mouth, this is not Christian rap. Glocks 940s, I be into that. Debating who real, I'ma put an end to that. I shoot BK, real one West. Roll up the camp, I be beating my chest. Feeling in the spirit, about the blazing shit. Pop on fire like I had some case and shit. T-shirts at the table for our agents in. Hurry up and buy on some Asian shit. Pause that. Everybody know Christ black. 2017, you can't fight that. Kill a right hook, they think Mike back. Kill a crossover, Mike back. King of pop, Mike back. Where mommy and poppy at? Someone sooner familiar. Hey, yo, watch that nigga. Yeah, he ain't familiar, I'm a big man. We do big things in a big room with the big balls. I don't jump for shit, I ain't crisscross. I'm a raptor priest, it's the 6th law. I just left Philly, what it's hitting for? About to go out to Boston, just to find something chocolate with the thick thighs and the soft eyes. He ain't one West, I don't know the guy. I come in the paint, get him posterized, and my jacket stamp, bitch, I notarized. He ain't one West, I don't know the guy. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. Nigga walk past, he ain't had that one West juice step. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. Nigga gave me dap and the dap was weak, we ain't like that. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. He wanted to leave the crib cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tab. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. They got live at camp and he folded quick, he ain't one right, he ain't one right.
The sheep is hiding, that camp they prying, our people be siding. The earth colliding, bullets be flying, Israel dying, mothers be crying, the white man be lying. With all the billions in the world, as we aim for the sky, the white man is the devil, want a piece of the pie. On your knees praying, asking the high power, why the BHN is always getting devoured. Cause he conditioned your mind to being a coward, and talk like a Christian, shout like a Christian. Everybody Muslim that want to be Christian. Fact is, tune in and listen. I should BK classes, teaching our masses with the scriptures. There is no contradiction. Fake camps, there is no competition. You can't love Esau and teach the scriptures. So just what?
I wish that every single one of these motherfucking crackers would. For thy violence against Jacob, your perpetual hatred, you gotta. Esau's gotta burn, as it says in the word. You gotta just vanish. No more waking up at 4 a.m. to build apartments problems that a nigga can't afford to live in. No one contemplating robbing a bank, or what'll happen if I put my boss up with the shank. Because I'm talking to me crazy, straight abusing his rank, and the satisfaction ain't worth catching a case. And I gotta do this shit here for my son's sake. But it's hard in this world when you're surrounded by snakes. If they was gone, my father probably would have been in my life. My nigga Mike wouldn't have lost 30 years of his life. My nigga Jai-Line would probably be rocking a mic instead of me wishing I could bring her back while I write. No more brothers that's whipping up in the kitchen. No more daughters stripping or even selling the kitten. No more pigs planting evidence for phony convictions. We could enjoy this whole planet, every black and Hispanic, if they I wish that every single one of these motherfucking crackers would. For our violence against Jacob, your perpetual hatred, you gotta. Esau's gotta burn, as it says in the word. You gotta. Just vanish.
Yo, suck my dick, kiss my ass, you can't hold me, nigga. I'm a priest, you catching bullets, so who hold me, nigga? All 2018, I'm disowning niggas. Don't feel bad for them, nah, that's what I'm on, niggas. Niggas think it's about flowing rhyming words, but my words rhyming, this wolf can flow backwards. You're the white man, the double, and the Jews is black, etc., etc. The average nigga saying that will never pull the lever when it's necessary. York nigga, legendary, ill town, breaded heavy. I'm a beast and a savage, you can't tame or train it, it's hereditary. Pops is one, so son is one. I got the gun, it got a drum. Hey yo, who you gon' call if I pull a straight Faciete and leave your noodles opposed to al dente? Bridge your taco meat cause you ain't like it crunchy. Yeah, the crackers should vanish, but if you acting like them, you could vanish with them. Treat your back like a wall and commit vandalism. I had to hand it to him once he stopped fucking with the crackers. Now I won't reject them when he died.
I wish that every single one of these motherfucking crackers would. For our violence against Jacob, your perpetual hatred, you gotta. Esau's gotta burn, as it says in the word. You gotta. Just vanish.
All right. Clap it up. With the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We've been teaching since 1969. It's so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians are the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel, meaning that's our real race. That's our real identity. You understand? That's our real nationality. You understand? Every nation on the planet descends from somebody, man. You understand? Like, it's tired. We gotta stop saying everybody just one human race, man. That's a goddamn lie. I heard a Christian say one time, "Oh, we all bleed red blood." I say, a pig bleed red blood too. Do that make me a goddamn pig? Let me tell you something, man. If you so-called Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, we are the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. I'm Priest and Officer Shabaya Allah, holding down tonight's Wednesday night law class. To all the brothers, I want to say Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Baraka Thumb. To all the sisters, I want to say Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Athun Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Again, tonight is the Wednesday night law class. Let's get the topic real quick. It's a heavy, real heavy topic, man. Y'all gonna like this because everybody know that Easter celebration is coming up, man. Well, we're gonna get real what Easter really is in the Bible. The Christians call it Resurrection Day. That is a damn lie. Read what you got out. The topic. Give me the topic.
God commanded us to keep the Passover, not Easter egg hunts.
Say it one more time.
God commanded us to keep the Passover.
The what?
Passover.
The what?
Passover.
This is probably the first time y'all hearing about the Passover in your life, man. In your Black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian life. God commanded us. Like everybody, the Christian church think there's only 10 commandments, man. Man, there's over 620 law, statutes, and commandments in that Bible, man. You understand? This is a commandment that we keep the Lord's Passover. What's the rest of the topic?
Not Easter egg hunts.
Where in the hell in the Bible did it tell you to go look up the goddamn Cadbury bunny and go look up some goddamn Easter eggs, man? Show me that in the Bible. Let me blow your mind a little bit more. Rabbits don't lay eggs.
Right.
Rabbits have babies like women in their little uterus. You understand? Rabbits have babies like women. So the whole where the Easter egg hunt come from? No sweat. We're gonna go into the history tonight, man, about what Easter really is and the Passover that we actually supposed to be celebrating, man. All right. We're gonna get it all up in the scriptures. You know what I mean? So first, I want to give a couple announcement for the school. First of all, you want to tune in to Commander General Yohana's radio show. That's every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday from 9 to 11 Eastern Standard Time, 9 to 11 p.m. Commanding General Yohana, you want to look it up on YouTube. It's called America on Fire. So look that up, man. Like, share, and subscribe, all right? That's every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Or also on Monday before 9 o'clock at 7 o'clock from 7 to 9 p.m. We got a scripture breakdown class held by 12 Shield General Mahayman. You know what I mean? You want to bring all your questions. You want to bring all your comments. You want to bring your smoke. You want to debate us in these scriptures. Let's get it done. I hear Christians say all the time, that's two things I don't debate. Politics and religion. Well, you need to debate them. Them the two things that got us destroyed out here. Right. You understand? The main two things that got us destroyed out here. Politics that's ran by crackers and religion that's ran by crackers. Right. Okay? All right? That's on every Monday night. It's the history / breakdown class, General Mahayman. Every Tuesday night. Right here in the Charlotte class, every school got a brotherhood class. We follow one protocol, man. We're one body, one West, baby. You understand? So every Tuesday, we got a brotherhood class that's being taught by Officer of 5,000, man, Officer Lahab. You know what I'm saying? And Officer of 1,000, K Out of War, and Officer of 500 by Eyes, man. We got 3 brothers on that class. It's so heavy, man, because brotherhood is what we lacking in the Black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian community. What's synonymous with brotherhood? Sisterhood, man. That's something that they ain't got in the Christian church. Right. You understand? They ain't got that in there. You seen how Martin Luther King got shot down? He was the best Christian he could be. F Christianity. Right. The word Christianity ain't even in the Bible. You seen what Malcolm X did in that Islam? Where was the brotherhood and sisterhood in there? His own people killed him. F Islam. F Muslims. Right. You know what I mean? We don't get down with no religion in here, man. The Bible is against every religion, including Christianity, man. You understand? So you want to tune into that brotherhood class, very powerful class. Every Wednesday night is the law class. You know what I mean? The law class consists of things that the Most High told us we could eat, we could not eat, what we could wear, what we could not wear, who we could marry, who we cannot marry. You know what I mean? Things we could eat and what we could not eat. We got a dietary law in the Bible, man. You know what I mean? So we're going to get right. We're going to get up into it, man. That's every Wednesday night. It's the law class. All right. Now, every Thursday, right here in Charlotte, in every school, you know what I mean? That's been held down by Officer of 5,000, man. Officer Abraham, man. Bring your questions. Bring your comments, man. Bring your debates. Bring your Christian pastor, man. Ask your Christian pastor, why you never heard of these scriptures, man? Why y'all didn't ever teach us what Easter really is? Why y'all didn't ever teach us, man, that we was worshiping pagan and false gods, man? We're going to get all up in it tonight, man. You'll learn that right here in the UPK, man. So check out the Thursday night scripture breakdown class, you know what I mean, by Officer 5,000, Officer Abraham. Every Friday, we got the language class, all right? So what we do is we teach so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians the original language that we spoke before we got off the transatlantic slave trade ships and they whooped into our vocabulary: English, Spanish, Dutch, Portuguese, French. You know what I mean? You got our Haitian brothers over there speaking French. That's a white man's language. Right. You got Hispanics and Cubans and Colombians, man, and Mexican and Venezuelan, Guatemalan speaking Spanish, man. Hispanic, man. They not Hispanic. They Israelites, man. They speak Spanish because it's a white man's language. Right. Our slave master. You got niggas speaking English. We ain't from England. Why in the hell we speaking English? You know what I mean? Here's what you're going to find out. You're going to find out that Jamaicans is God's chosen people. Haitians, Jamaicans, Native Indians, Cubans, Colombians, man. We God's chosen people. Brazilians, Puerto Rican, DR, man. Shout out to the DR. Right. Dominican Republic, man. We God's chosen people. We the Israelites, man. This is our true identity, and this is our true nationality. So that's the language class that's being held down by Precinct Officer of 500, Makawa, and Precinct Officer of 50, Palatya, man. Palatya, he's holding that class down. He's been holding it down. You know what I mean? Said, damn, this since we opened up the school, man. Big up to him and Makawa. Every Saturday, man, we got a Sabbath class. The Sabbath is on Saturday, man. The Christian church taught you it was on Sunday. You know what I mean? Needless to say, our doors are open every day of the week, man. We're not like the Christian church. We ain't gonna be open on Sunday, and then when it's time to have choir rehearsal, while the preacher is back there having sex with the gay choir director. You understand? Y'all out there singing melodies from heaven. Meanwhile, the choir director got melodies from the pastor's rod going in his mouth. Yeah. We ain't Christians all up in here. We give it to you like it is. Okay? Y'all ready to get into the topic, man? Let's get on into it, man. What's the topic of the class? One more time.
God commanded us to keep the Passover, not Easter egg hunts.
Easter egg hunts, man. And let me tell you something about you baby mamas out there. Talking about the daddies ain't worth nothing because he didn't get the baby an Easter egg basket. Let me tell you something. So all you baby mamas who think like that, F you, F the Easter egg basket, right, and F them kids.
Right.
It ain't about no damn Easter egg hunting, man. We're going to get into the scriptures on it, man. You need to go apologize to your baby daddy for talking about he ain't S for not going to get an Easter egg basket. What the hell is an Easter egg basket when the little child is already a goddamn gremlin making straight F's? No sweat. Let's get off up into it, man. Carry me to the book of Exodus, man. We're going to get right into this thing, man. Right now, we're going to get what led us up to the Passover. Later on in the class, we're going to get when God promised to deliver us out of bondage, which is the Passover. You know what I mean? That's what the Passover all about, not Resurrection Day. It's when the Most High sent a death angel to kill our enemies for having us in slavery. Right. And guess what? He's going to do it again right here in America. The same way it happened in Egypt is the same way it's going to go down right here in America. And we're going to get the scriptures that's parallel to everything that's going on right here and right now since we've been over here these last 500 years, man. All right. And let me say this before we get in the scripture real quick. Look up the definition. Let me get the definition of Easter. We'll start the class off like that. All right. We'll get the definition of Easter so y'all can see what Easter really is. Right out the bat, we're going to go into the Pictorial Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, and we're going to look up Easter, man. What y'all thought? You thought you couldn't go on a dictionary and look it up? Why we didn't never ask the pastor to go into a Bible dictionary and look up what the word Easter means, man? We just took his word for it. You know what I'm saying? Just like we took the white man's word for it when the native Indians shook hands with him and made treaties, man. We took his word for it, man. And he kept none of them. We took his word for it when he told us he was going to give us 40 acres and a mule, man. We took this honky's word for it, man. We still waiting on 40 acres and a goddamn mule. No sweat. Let me get the definition of Easter real quick, Baba Kasha.
Come on, sir. Easter, the most important and oldest festival of the Christian church.
Of the who?
Christian church.
That's the most important festival of the Christian church, of course. That's why you got them pimps and walking up and down the aisle with them now later gator shoes on and them pink suits with pink thongs up on them.
Right.
Purple and pink t-shirt with their panties on. Everybody want to be cute coming off up in the Christian church. That's the only time people come to church when they get their best outfit on. You know what I mean? Come up in the Christian church fresh to death. To them, to us, they look like greasy slime bags, man. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing masculine about a man wearing a goddamn pink or purple or yellow or green suit. Looking like Magic Don Juan, man. A goddamn pimp, man. Then your girl got on matching outfits. Y'all, listen, both of you need to be introduced to the Guinness World Record book of the most dumbest couple.com. Go ahead, read the definition. Keep reading it, Baba Kasha.
The oldest festival of the Christian church, celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
That's what the Christian church celebrate, man. That's what they celebrate, the Christian church. It's their biggest festival. That's what it's saying. Now watch this. Read on.
Celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ and held in the Western church.
In the what?
Western church.
Go ahead. This is European way, these Anglo-Saxon ways. Read on.
Between March 21st and April the 25th.
Mm-hmm.
On the first Sunday.
On the first what?
The first Sunday.
Now, how in the hell do Easter fall on Sunday every year? That didn't never clog your mind up? Y'all didn't never ask no questions about that? How in the hell do Easter fall on Sunday every goddamn year? unless it was orchestrated by the Pope, who changed the dates and the times. We over here living in a time, we ain't even living in the right time. You ask me how old I am, I'm going to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? Hell, I don't know. We living in different times, man. The white man done changed dates and times and added months and all kind of stuff that just backwards to what the Most High called it, man.
Right.
Read on.
Which between March 21st, April the 25th, on the first Sunday after the first full moon, following the northern spring equinox.
The northern spring equinox. Read on.
The period in which Easter occurs, especially the weekend from Good Friday to Easter Monday.
Okay. You got it in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary?
Okay.
We need that in the Zondervan. That's get Easter in the Zondervan. Look up in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary the definition of Easter. All right. We're gonna wait for y'all to get there so y'all can see out the. Let me see the Bible Dictionary real quick so they can see what it looks like. Mine. That's why I gave it to you so you can read the one I had highlighted. This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. If y'all can see it, you can order that on Amazon, man. You can order that. You can go to isupk.com, but order this anywhere, man. Any bookstore. You know what I mean? Just look it up. It's called the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary. Now let me get exactly what I asked. All right. So why the brother looking the definition up of Easter in the Compact Bible Dictionary? We got to know this right here. Easter, the Easter egg hunt, the Easter eggs, the dressing up with the baskets and all that was made up. So what we're going to do is go into the Bible Dictionary, look it up, and we're going to show you what they're actually celebrating in the Christian church, right? You got it? Read.
Easter, Passover.
Well, stop. That's the right one right there. I don't know what the hell you were reading last time. He went to his phone. Read about the Bible. We ain't going to be like Christians and guess what Easter is. What do the Compact Bible Dictionary say the definition of Easter is?
Easter, Passover.
Pause right there. Now, here's what you don't know and about to blow your damn mind. Easter translated into Hebrew, because you know the Bible was written into Hebrew. It's Pesach. That's how you say Easter in Hebrew, Pesach, which means Passover. So Easter is the Passover. But what the white man did, because he's the devil that the Bible speaks of, devil means deceiver or liar, he went and gave you the festivals of Ishtar, a false goddess, and incorporated Christianity with paganism, like they do with all the holidays. So you celebrating Easter thinking it's Resurrection Day, you're actually worshiping a false goddess called Ishtar. Christ, look, the Passover ain't have nothing to do with Christ rising Resurrection Day. That ain't got nothing to do with it. And we're going to get it out the scriptures. But keep reading.
Rendered Easter in Acts 12 and 4, King James Version, but correctly translated.
But what?
Correctly translated.
But what is Easter?
Correctly translated.
Go ahead.
Passover.
Say it again.
Passover.
Say it again.
Passover.
Correctly translated Passover, man. You want to know how you say it in Hebrew? Pesach, which means Passover. Read it again from the top, man. That went over some heads. We read and tell them what you're reading out of and tell them the book, the definition, and they give it to them nice and strong, warrior.
The Zondervan Bible Dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
Easter, Pesach, Passover.
Say it again.
Pesach, Passover.
Easter, translated into Hebrew, Pesach, which is Passover. Read on.
Rendered Easter in Acts 12 and 4.
Then you go read in Acts 12 and 4, you will see they was talking about the Passover feast. It says Easter, then you go translate the word, it says it's Passover. Read on.
KJV, but correctly translated.
But what?
Correctly translated.
But correctly translated. You know, you got to go study this. The Bible says study thyself to show thyself approved. Study to show thyself approved. I'm paraphrasing. So you got to study what these words meant in Hebrew. You can't go reading the Bible like it's some novel, man. This is not a novel. You got to be taught the Bible correctly. by scholars who know the Bible, not theologians, because they don't know the Bible. Clearly, the Christian pastors don't know the Bible, because this is blowing their mind right now. They don't know the correct translation of Easter is what?
Pesach, Passover,
Keep reading.
Easter, but correctly translated Passover
Go ahead, keep reading.
in ASV
That's it. That's it on that.
concert.
Okay, now drop. Okay, we're gonna drop that. Now, let me get the book. Matter of fact, let's go. Let's look up Ishtar. But hold on, I got a clip I want to show y'all real quick. So I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna let y'all see a clip so it can register in y'all mind what we're trying to bring out. Then once we show y'all this clip, we're gonna go get the definition of Ishtar in the Bible dictionary, and it's gonna blow your mind. You know, matter of fact, give me Ishtar in the Bible dictionary first. Then I'll show them the clip because it'll register better with them. Ishtar, Ishtar. That's what they actually celebrating. But they think they celebrating Easter and getting happy and the bunnies and the eggs, rabbit having laying eggs and rabbits don't lay eggs. You think Easter is this false goddess he about to read? Read.
Ishtar, a Semitic goddess.
A Semitic what?
Goddess.
A Semitic what?
Goddess.
There is no goddess in the goddamn Bible. Y'all been worshiping a Semitic goddess. Why you think that's where the Easter egg come from? She the goddess of fertility. That's where that egg come from. You're fertile if you lay eggs. She's the goddess of fertility. Now, if you know anything about this Bible, ain't no goddess. It's one true living God, and he the nigger God. He the God of the niggers,
right.
The spicks and the wetbacks. God's chosen people and the redskins, man. Black, Hispanic, Latinos, and Native Indians, man. He the God of the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. So tell me where in the hell you get the Easter egg from? Ishtar, the goddess of love and war, the goddess of fertility. Read on.
Worshipped in Phoenicia, Canaan, Assyria, and Babylonia. Her name is spelled in various ways. Ishtaroth,
Ashroth,
Ashroth, Ashtart, and Ashtartu.
There you go. Ashroth, listen, if you go back to Babylon, we worship many false gods under the nations that we was captivity under, man. We was serving their gods. About like the same false god we was worshiping in Egypt, that golden calf. They had many different false gods. Asheroth is a woman goddess. This is where you get Ishtar and the goddess of fertility and love and war. You know what I mean? She was a goddess that we worship, and we pissed the Most High off. That's why he made sure we went into slavery, because he told us to never learn the ways of the heathens, man. He created them to be heathens, man. He created them to be a vessel of dishonor. He created us a vessel of honor.
Right.
So we supposed to obey the Most High God, man. But what did we do? We went and followed after them honkies, man, and them stinking Africans, and them stupid Arabs, and them dumb Chinese, and all the other stupid heathen nations, man, other than listening to the God of Israel, man. Read it again from the top, and I'm gonna try not to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Ashtar, a Semitic goddess.
Go ahead. Ishtar,
a Semitic goddess. Worshipped in Phoenicia, Canaan, Assyria, and Babylonia. Her name is spelled in various ways.
Ashroth,
Ashtartu.
Say that second one.
Ashtarti.
Yeah, there you go. And what's the last one?
Ashtartu.
Yeah, Ashtartu. And what's the other one? Let me see it. Let me see the second one real quick. Hold on. Yeah, you said it right. Ashroth, Ashtarti, and Ashtartu. Read it again from the top. Ishtar,
a Semitic goddess.
Now, this is what y'all worshiping in the Christian church. It's actually a false goddess named Ishtar. You spell it Ishtar. Ishtar. We got a clip on YouTube we're about to pull up so y'all can see it, you know what I mean, for yourself. We're not making this up, man. We just some niggas out the hood that the Most High put his spirit on, man, to wake up his chosen people, just like he did our black King Christ, man. Just like he did our black King Christ. Just like he did Moses, another black man in the Bible. Just like he did all the prophets that were black. And when I say black, I'm talking about black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian. They were not Africans, man. We're not the same people as them. Every nation on the planet has melanin except one race. And we know what race that is.
Right.
That's the devil that the Bible speaks of. He marked with the mark of Cain, man. The biggest murderer on the planet. We know who he is. Right. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. But make no mistake, not only was we not supposed to follow these honkies, we wasn't supposed to follow none of these other nations that was round about us, man. Keep read on what you got out.
Ishtar, a Semitic goddess worshipped in Phoenicia, Canaan, Assyria, and Babylonia. Mm-hmm. Her name is spelled in various ways.
Now, see, back then we was worshiping false gods. Baal. We was worshiping false gods. Ishtar, who is Ashroth. She's come from Babylon. All those false gods that come from Babylon. That's where you get all the Christmas tree and the Christmas celebrations and all that. All that come from Babylon, man. Ancient civilizations, and what they've done throughout history is just change the name. Change the name. So they went and got Easter, which in Hebrew is Pesach, which means Passover. And then they fooled you Christians and told you it's all about resurrection. Then they threw in some paganism and told you it was about a rabbit laying eggs so we can have an Easter egg hunt. And the kids can be happy and everybody just happy, happy, happy. Meanwhile, while we down here happy, 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 the Lord is pissed off because he see us worshiping false gods and being happy about it. Talking about if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Meanwhile, your son is on crack. Your daughter's a whore. Your son's a drug dealer. You're a whore. Your mother was a whore. Your father was a whoremonger and an alcoholic, filled with lust. Your uncle molest everybody in the goddamn family. What the hell are you so happy for? Read on.
Ashroth. Ashtarti.
There you go. Ashtarti. Go ahead.
Ashtartu.
That's my nigga right there. I knew. Give my brother a hand. I knew he'd get it right. Hey, the first time he read it, he was over there talking about arthritis and all kind of shit. I didn't know what. I say, what the hell is he talking about? So lock it, brother. Go ahead. Read on, warrior.
In the Amarna letters.
There you go.
Ishtar. And in Babylonia, the name and cult of the goddess were derived from Babylonian, where she was the goddess of love and war.
There it is. The goddess Ishtar, the goddess of love and war, the goddess of fertility. That's where you get the egg from, which is also sun worship, because that's why they have it every Sunday, because you're unknowingly worshiping Ishtar, a sun goddess, a fertility goddess, the goddess of love and war, who is actually Ashroth back in Babylon. Read on. Watch this.
The chief seat of her worship in Babylonia was Erech, where a prostitution.
But where what?
Where prostitution.
The chief seat was all about prostitution. Read on.
Was practiced in her name by bands of men and women.
Men and women was having mad sex orgies like they do in all pagan holidays, man. That's why they was having sex, wild sex orgies and getting pregnant, and they thought that it was a goddess blessing them with children, the goddess of fertility, the goddess of love and war, Ishtar. Pause right. You got some more on that? We're going to pause that right there. Now I want y'all to see the clip. This going to bring it all together. And then when we go into the scriptures, y'all going to be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. Welcome to the ISUPK, home of the truth, under Commanding General Yohana, man.
Right.
ISUPK stands for Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. What's practical about running around a goddamn Christian church, hooting and hollering out your goddamn mind? You really got a demon on you. Talking about you feel the Holy Spirit. Man, let me get this. Let me pull up this article real quick. Give me a second. Y'all bear with me 1 second. I got to pull it up on YouTube. All right. So let me go pull this up. All right. 1 second. Bear with me. Bear with me. All right. All right. I'm on YouTube now. We looking this thing up right now. Hey, and when I pull up the thing, when I pull up the article on here, I want y'all to type in a 1 if y'all can hear and see when I pull it up. Give me 1 second. All right, there it is, right there. I found it. I found it. Let me put. Hold on. I need to push back here. All right, there we go. Let me push pause on that. All right, so I got to share it with the class. All right, share. Okay, can y'all see it? Hold on, I might have to press 1 if you can see it. If you can see it up on your screen, I'm gonna make it bigger as soon as I see the first 1 pressed. All right. Okay, so let me make it bigger. And go on your phone and tell me if they can hear it. I'm about to push play on it. All right.
Absolutely. Which times has it changed? Just about everything. Which calendar are we keeping? We are keeping the Gregorian calendar. The Gregorian calendar. Who was Gregory? He was the Pope. Why did Gregory change the calendar? Because he had to change the times. You see? He had to change the times. Now today is a good day to talk about this because today is the Feast of Ishtar. Oh, sorry. Let's rephrase that. Today is Easter. And the Feast of Ishtar and Easter are 2 very different things. Easter, there is no such thing. You see, the Pasch was determined, the Passover was determined by the phases of the moon. And the day of the Passover was determined by the new moon. So when the new moon came, then the days were counted, and the Passover could take place on any day. It didn't have to be a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday. The Passover could take place on any day, depending on the phase of the new moon. But the Feast of Ishtar was on the first day of the week. So the papacy changed the calendar in order to bring it in line with the Feast of Ishtar. And today, they've changed the rule of the Old Testament, where you count the days, and made it apply so that Ishtar can only fall on a Sunday, whereas in the past it could fall on any day. Now, that is saying that they distantiate themselves from the Passover lamb. Even worse, if you now, by chance, that the Feast of Easter and the Feast of the Passover happen to coincide and be on the same day, so the Pope then postpones Easter by 1 week. So he changed the feast days, he changed the times so that it can fall into line with that. He changed the whole calendar to bring it in line with the pagan feasts, and he changed the law of God.
Did y'all hear what this honky just said? Did y'all hear what this honky just said? So they, like I said in the beginning of the class, they changed the times, man. Show me in the Bible where it told you to celebrate some Easter every Sunday. It falls on a Sunday every year. Right. It's because the Pope changed the goddamn time, man, and the date. Matter of fact, the word Easter translated into Hebrew is actually the Passover. They took the Passover away and gave you an Easter egg bunny and rabbits. And number one that you don't know that pissed the Most High off, he gave you a false goddess named Ishtar. We just read the definition of this Ishtar goddess, the goddess of love and war and the sun and fertility. So now let's get into the scriptures on it. Because I'm tired of playing with you suckers. You know what I mean? Give me the book of Exodus. We're going to get right to it. Now, I'm going to show you what led up to the Passover. Then I'm going to show you the Passover. Then I'm going to show you when God said we suppose it's a commandment that we celebrate it and observe it every year. Right. To celebrate when the Lord killed our enemies. Who is our so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, man? We're not bound down to no false gods no more through these Christian pagan holidays, man. Right. We're going to get it out the Bible. Give me the book of Exodus chapter 5. We're going to start at verse 1. Let me show you something. The Christian church ain't have enough, your Christian pastor ain't got enough balls to show you. And it really ain't got nothing to do with balls. To be honest with you, they just feel like they just plain out dumb. Right. They don't know this Bible. They get up there and acting like they know the Bible. And I'm such a man of God. I'm a man of the cloth. You need to sit your ass down. We know this Bible for real. Right. You understand? Christ was a hardcore black man. He wasn't like you suckers, man, wearing pink suits and pink thongs up under it. Go ahead, read what you got out.
Exodus chapter 5, verse 1. Mm-hmm. And afterward, Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, thus said the Lord.
Thus say who?
The Lord.
The nigger God, Yahweh in the Hebrew. Read on.
God of Israel.
God of who?
Israel.
God of white people.
Israel.
God of Arabs.
Israel.
God of Africans.
Israel.
God of Chinese.
Israel.
God of the Hawaiians.
Israel.
God of the East Indians with the red dot in the middle of the head.
Israel.
The God of Israel, man. Israel is so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, man. That's our forefather. Right. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Israel had 12 sons, and the descendants of those 12 sons today would be so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Indians. The God of who?
Israel.
The Israelites, man. He's the God of the Israelites. He's not the God of the Edomites or the Hamites or the Ishmaelites or the Ammonites or the Moabites. Those different nations, man, they got their own God, and we celebrating and worshiping their God instead of our God that's found right here in this Bible, man. Read on.
Let my people go.
What did Moses say?
Let my people go.
What did Moses and Aaron say to the African Pharaoh?
Let my people go.
He was Moses and Aaron, which are two Israelites from the tribe of Levi, which would today they would be Haitians. Moses and his brother Aaron was Haitians. They went to the Africans and they told them stinking Africans in Egypt, let my people go. Read.
That they may hold a feast unto me.
That they may do what?
Hold a feast unto me.
This is the Lord, man. The Lord told Aaron and Moses to go to them stinking Africans and tell them Africans to let his people go, the Israelites go, the ones that was in slavery building the pyramids in Egypt. We built the pyramids, our ancestors. Then we came over here and built America, man. You understand? It ain't that hard to believe. We the same people then that we are now. We just a magnificent people, man. But the Lord got to punish us because he ain't going to just give us all these talents. He wants us to do number one thing. He wants us to obey his law, statutes, and commandments. And we don't even do that, man. Don't you know we'll take over this whole entire globe, this earth tonight if blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians decide to stop smoking weed. Right. To stop being filthy alcoholics, man. To stop having sex with your brother's wife. You understand? Sisters, if you got a man, you know you done let a man hit it, you with him the rest of your life. Sex is marriage, sis. You should have made a better choice, true indeed, but it's too late now. Sex is marriage according to the Bible, man. Right. Brothers, we can't go out there and sleep with white women like Kanye West, man. That nigga heard us teaching this truth on the internet, on YouTube. He tried to mimic us, but he found out he found out we had something that he ain't got. It's called balls. Right. It's called balls, man. The Lord the Spirit of the Lord come upon men who have balls. The Spirit of the Lord, courage come upon women, black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian women in this school because they had courage, man. They had enough courage to fear the Most High, man. They say, you know what? I'm not going to celebrate no goddamn Easter no more, man. Let me look into this. Easter is Pesach in Hebrew. It does mean the Passover. Now, in your mind, you should be asking yourself, now, what is the Passover? No sweat. You in the right class tonight. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai. You in the right class tonight. All right? what I just said would bless you to the Most High in Christ. You understand? For allowing us to have this truth in these last days, man, so we can breathe the breath of life into y'all nostrils, you dead bones out there, man. Dead man's bones sitting out there not knowing nothing, without no proper shepherd to lead you, man, and guide you, man. You said we got a shepherd in ISUPK. His name is Commanding General Yohana, man.
Right.
We got a shepherd. He leads us and guides us, and he directly follows Christ, man. Christ directly follows the Most High, man. You understand? Read on.
That they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness.
In the what?
Wilderness.
We're in the wilderness right now in America. And we still keeping the Lord's Passover. Right here in 2023, the ISUPK is keeping the Lord's Passover. Matter of fact, it's coming up April the 1st. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have it right here in North Carolina. We're going to have it in Raleigh, North Carolina, 500 South Salisbury Street. The Lord's first annual Passover is going to be held right here in North Carolina, man. That's how you know this is heavy, because we're going to get the scriptures upon what the Passover actually is. But like, that's a glorious thing for us, for the Most High to shine his light down on Commander Junior Hunter, and Commander Junior Hunter allow us to have this Passover here in North Carolina, man. That's just, you know, that's a miracle within itself. Like me, you talking to a brother that used to go out before I came into this truth and shed myself for the world. Go out, F women and throw them away like they was nothing. I'm celebrating all these Easter and all this. I'm celebrating everything, man. Mom Dukes, come on to the Easter celebration. I'm coming thinking I'm doing the right thing. Meanwhile, I leave up out of there doing the wrong thing, man. You know what I mean? Hey, clip that and come read. Come read. They can do that. Meanwhile, I'm doing the wrong thing. You see what I'm saying? So let me tell you something about that whole Easter celebration. It's evil and it's wicked, man. Read what you can start from where you were. We're gonna get back to the scripture on this, man. We're gonna show you, you know what I mean, what led up to the Passover, and then we're gonna show you how mighty and strong the black God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob really is and truly is. Read what you got out.
Exodus chapter 5, verse 1. And afterward, Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, thus said the Lord.
Thus said who?
Thus said the Lord.
Go ahead.
God of Israel.
God of who?
Israel.
Why would it say that? Why would it say God of Israel? Y'all better start reading these words, man. Read on.
Let my people go.
What the hell did Moses and Aaron say to them stinking Africans, man?
Let my people go.
What did they say to them stinking Africans, man?
Let my people go.
What is Commanding Junior Hunter and the ISUPK saying to this white society?
Let my people
We
go.
telling them right now, you better let Black, Hispanic, Latinos, and Native Indians go out of your captivity, out of your bondage, man. Read on.
That they may hold a feast unto me.
Go ahead.
In the wilderness.
Hey, Shalom, y'all small. What's going on, sisters? What's happening? Oh, it's a party now. I believe the class just started. Okay. All right, no sweat. Go ahead, read what you got.
Verse 1. And after
you might want to catch this, sister. I got something coming. This was leading up to the Passover. Read on.
Exodus chapter 5, verse 1.
Oh, hold on. Let's stop right there. Everybody, please like, subscribe, and share the class, please. And if you got any questions, please type it into the chat. Make sure you share this class, man. Comment, man. Y'all want to ask about Moses? This is the time. He wasn't that white honky that was on them Charles Eston movies, man, in Hollywood. Y'all watching all these movies and then Moses split the Red Sea, some white honky. No, that's a lie, man. Moses was a black man. Right. Today would be a Haitian from the tribe of Levi. Right. Now, read on.
Verse 1. And afterward, Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, thus said the Lord, God of Israel.
God of who?
Israel.
Read on.
Let my people go.
Wait, go ahead.
Let my people go.
Let my people what?
Go.
Go ahead, read on.
That they may hold a feast unto me.
Man, we supposed to be holding the Passover, man. What the hell is we doing worshiping Ishtar? I just showed y'all the clip on who Ishtar was, a false goddess. We read the definition in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary.
Right.
I will read it again, but they made this thing called rewind. You can go rewind the tape on your own time. All right, read on.
may hold a feast unto me
Mhm.
in the wilderness.
Come on, let's
Verse
go.
2.
Let's get past that part. We
Verse-
done read that part 30 times. Let's go.
Verse 2, and Pharaoh say, who is the Lord?
Pharaoh, like, who is the hell? Who? Go ahead, read on. I'm cutting into it. Go ahead.
Who is the Lord that I should obey his voice?
You hear what this stinking African said to the Haitians, Moses and Aaron, when they begged, they not begged, they definitely didn't beg. They demanded that he let their people go, which was the Israelites. All 12 tribes, man. Let them go. But this damn African said, what did he say?
Who is the Lord that I should obey his voice?
He's saying, who in the hell is y'all think? You think I'm about to obey y'all God? Who the hell y'all think y'all God is? Oh, trust me, he gonna see who the hell our God was. Read on.
To let Israel go.
To let what?
Israel go.
You're like, who the hell is y'all God? You think I'm about to let these slaves go? These my slaves. Now, let this be a lesson to Steve Harvey, you big lip bald head dummy. I'm bald head too, but I ain't dumb like you.
Right.
You stupid. He's so stupid. I just looked at the interview. He talking about we all the same people. Go to Africa. You find your nature and who you truly are. They ain't us, Steve Harvey. They not our people. Why the hell you think Moses say, let my people go, you dumb, stupid fool bastard? Steve Harvey is a dumb hoe. That's what he is. Steve Harvey, I wish I can see you face to face. Because I think I'll take this checking from the men above me. I think I'll punch you in your goddamn mouth. But let me take that back before I get checked. Because we don't advocate violence. But he pissed me off, man. Steve Harvey, you a hoe, man. Read what you got out.
I know not the Lord.
That's what the Pharaoh's saying. He don't know the God of Israel because the God of Israel is not his God. The God of the Africans is all them naked little cats and dogs and mummified bodies that they keep burying in them tombs and them pyramids. That's their gods. They worship cows. Why you think we was over there worshiping that golden calf? A cow. That's their false gods, man. Read on.
Neither will I let Israel go.
You see that? He hardened his heart, man. And a lot of people think he white. This is an African, man. Right. He said, neither will I what?
Let Israel go.
This is what's leading up to the Passover. Y'all about to see why the Most High got so pissed off. Because this Pharaoh thought he was mighty and bad, just like America. Think they so good. They think they so goddamn tough. When really the Most High is the one gave you the power to put the children of Israel in slavery. Because we disobeyed him and we broke the covenant, man. We broke his law, statutes, and commandments that he made with our forefathers, man. So he allowed you people who are no people, who are bastards, who are heathens to rule over us as punishment for disobeying him as a father should. As a father should. If your wife get out of line, you punish her monkey ass.
Right.
Tell her to sit her ass down and battle her with words. Don't put your hand on her because you will be in lockup.
Right.
Don't put your hands on no woman. Battle her with words. Call her a bitch. Tell her vagina stink. Tell her that. That'll humble her. You know what I mean? Argue with her all goddamn night long till you get that loud mouth to shut her mouth. Now, keep reading.
Verse 3. And they said, the God of the Hebrews.
The God of who?
The Hebrews.
The God of who?
The Hebrews.
Man, read that part again from the top, because they think I'm playing, man. They think we Africans, you was about. That's why I gotta go this hard.
Right.
All the Pan-Africanness. You know what I mean? You got Shaka Upmost out there. You got all these different suckers that's trying to battle Captain Tazariak, and he's slaughtering them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Lining them up and slaughtering them. Let me tell you something. If anybody out there, you're a Pan-Africanist and you believe in all this African bull S, you think we Africans? Bring the smoke to the UPK, man. You know what I mean? We want all the smoke, man. Read on.
Exodus chapter 5, verse 3.
God.
And they said, the God of the Hebrews.
The God of who?
The Hebrews.
The Hebrew Israelites, man. They call us the Hebrews. Why? Because another one of our forefathers named Eber. That's where the word Hebrew come from. And the language come from. That was passed down, man. From Adam. We spoke Hebrew. God speaks Hebrew. Christ speaks Hebrew. The Israelites speak Hebrew.
Right.
So tell me, who the hell is Jesus and Jehovah and all these new ass names that y'all calling them? These Greek names, man. Read on.
Have met with us. Let us go.
Let us what?
Let us go.
Man, they was demanding this African piece of garbage to let the children of Israel out of Egypt. Now, this is what's leading up to the Passover. This is what pissed the Most High off. Read on.
We pray thee 3 days journey into the desert.
All we wanted was 3 days in the desert to worship Yahweh in the Hebrew, the nigger God. That's all we wanted in the desert, man, was to worship our power, man, which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. His name is Yahweh. Read on.
And sacrifice unto the Lord.
And we're going to sacrifice unto the Most High God. That's all we wanted, man. Read on.
Our God. Lest he fall upon us with pestilence.
And he definitely did that. Y'all ever heard of AIDS? Y'all ever heard of crack cocaine and syphilis and gonorrhea? A lot of you out there popping goddamn penicillin like it's Skittles. You understand? That's the pestilence that he caused upon us for not worshiping him and keeping his feast days, man. It's a commandment to keep the Passover. What's the topic of the class, Op?
God commanded us to keep the Passover.
The what?
To keep the Passover.
What's the rest of the topic?
Not Easter egg hunts.
Say that again. I like how that sounds. Because, you know, they love that Easter egg hunt, man. I don't know if y'all was watching the class earlier, but I say that the pastor comes sliding down the goddamn aisle with a pink and purple suit on, with pink thongs on up under it. Read on.
God commanded us to keep the Passover.
He did what?
To keep the Passover.
It's a commandment. I'm going to show you in the scriptures where he commanded us to do it. Read on.
Not Easter egg hunts.
Now that effing Easter egg hunt, man. Somebody give me that. Give me that the white bitch back there. Yeah, give me that hoe. Yeah, this is where y'all get it from. This is where Ishtar and Asheroth come from. And the worship of Mary, which is to our northern, I hate saying northern kingdom, but to our Hispanic brothers, man. Now, I ain't going to throw that one. You ain't going to have, bring it on up. You ain't going to have Kyle on my ass. Remember, I broke the last one. He was on my ass. That's where you get this Ishtar right here. This is why y'all go to Easter Sunday, every Sunday. This white bitch right here, this white whore. I want to throw this motherfucker so, excuse my language, I want to throw this thing so bad. But I ain't going to do it all because of Kayada War. You checked me so bad last time. I'm going to sit it down nicely this time, Kayada War. Reading on.
Verse 4. And the king, verse 3. And sacrifice unto the Lord our God.
That's all we wanted to do, man. That's all Commanding Junior Hunter want us to do is to go down to 500 South Salisbury Street, downtown Raleigh. We bought out the conventional center, and we're going to worship our God.
Right.
The God of the niggas, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, man.
Right.
With our beautiful selves. That's right. Damn right. Most High in Christ. Damn right. Read on out.
And sacrifice unto our God.
Unto what?
Our God.
Now, for time's sake, I want everybody to read Exodus chapter 5, read the whole chapter, and you're going to see that Moses, he hardened his heart towards the Israelites. He was like, hell no, I'm not going to let you go to worship your God. Put more work up on them. Matter of fact, don't give them straw to put in the bricks to build our treasure cities. Put more work on them niggas. Make them work harder with more vigor. You understand? If you read that, you're going to see that's what he did. So I need y'all to read Exodus chapter 5 and read that whole chapter. So for time's sake, we're going to skip on up to when God seen that Moses and Aaron had went to Pharaoh and said, let my people the F go. And guess what the stinking African said? He said, hell no, F y'all God. Oh yeah. Now our God about to say F you. I pray you understand, America, North, Central, and South America. I pray you understand. It happened before and it's going to happen again.
Right.
Give me Exodus chapter 6, start at verse 1.
Exodus chapter 6, verse 1.
Remember Pharaoh said, hell no. Who the hell is y'all God that I'm going to let these slaves go? Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy, America. Read.
Then the Lord said unto Moses, now shalt thou see what I would do to Pharaoh.
Oh, it was F me. Now it was F you. Read it again. Nice and strong.
Exodus chapter 6, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Lord said unto Moses.
Then who said?
Then the Lord said unto
Who?
Moses. Then the Lord said unto Moses,
The nigger God said to Moses, read.
now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh.
You're going to see what I do to his punk ass. He was so high and mighty. He thought he knew something. He thought he was, over the Israel. Just like America over us now. Just because they got America, they got the number one military might. They're the number one superpower on the planet. They're like, who can bring me down? Surely not these niggas. They don't even know that these niggas that they done had, these blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians that you done had in slavery for over 500 years, man, in this God-forsaken hellhole place. You don't know that these God's chosen people, the children of Yasha Allah, the children of Israel, God's chosen people, man. The real Jews of the Bible, man. We're the real Jews. The real Jews are black, man. Keep going.
Thou see what I will do to Pharaoh, for what a strong hand shall he let them go, and with a strong hand shall he drive them out of his land.
Man, let me tell you something that my Ottawa taught me, man. I don't know why I keep bringing up Kayada War. He must be on my mind. But he taught me this right here, man. He was like, man, you know when somebody bring down a strong arm on you, man, you know what I mean? Either they going to help you out, help you up, or they're going to push you down with that strong arm. Let me tell you something, man. If you black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, man, I don't give a damn what situation you in. I don't care how wicked and evil your nasty, stinking mouth is towards your own people. You better fix it. You better fix your black mouth. I heard a white pastor say, he said, you better, to his congregation, he said, you better fix your white mouth. Right. I'm telling niggas, you better fix your black mouth towards your own people. You talk about, listen, white people are not our brothers, man. Africans are not our brothers. Arabs are not our brothers. Now, we still showing you what's building up. We showed you that Pharaoh hardened his heart. The Africans hardened their heart to the children of Israel. We know that white people done harden their heart to who? The children of Israel. Let's see what's about to happen to the white man that happened to the Africans when we was in Egypt. Read.
Verse 2.
We're gonna drop down to verse 5 for time's sake. I see every time. Remember, I told you, I said, I'm gonna start getting to the juice of it because black people leave. Our attention span is short.
Right.
Drop down to verse 5 and let's get to the heat of it.
Exodus chapter 6, verse 5. And I have also heard the growing of the children of Israel.
Let me tell you something, man. Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, God hears our groaning, man. What's groaning? Our mourning, our sadness, man. God hear them old Negro spirituals we used to sing. There's a sound of a man working on a train. Yay, yay. God heard that, man. Read it again from the top, man. Put some nigger in it.
Exodus chapter 6, verse 5. And I have also heard the growing of the children of Israel.
The Lord say he heard the groaning of the children of Israel, man. He been hearing our crying. All these rap songs and hip-hop songs, Jamaicans, reggaeton, you know what I mean? The salsa, but our Native Indians doing the powwow. Man, we really moaning to the Most High, man. Right. We want to be back in our homeland, Israel, Jerusalem, man. Read.
Whom the Egyptians keep in bondage.
Whom the Africans what?
Keep in bondage.
Now, interchange that word with Egyptians, interchange that word with Americans. Because what happened then is the same thing happened now to the children of Israel.
Right.
This is the last captivity, though. That's some gospel. That's some good news for you if you're black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian. If you're not black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, let me tell you something. You better go to Gold's Gym, Planet Fitness, work out, go to Disney World, travel the world, see the different, what they call them, of the world, like all the places, the historic places. They go see the world, have fun, because you're going into slavery, man. You're going to pay for what you did to God's chosen people, man. This is what the Passover all about. Back then in Egypt, I'm jumping the gun. Go ahead, keep reading. Salaki.
And I have remembered my covenant.
The Lord say, I remember my covenant, man. I remember the promise that I made with the forefathers of blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, man. Read on.
Verse 6. Who forsay unto the children of Israel, I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians.
The Most High God is going to bring us out of the burden of North, Central, and South America as well. Read on.
And I will rid you out of their bondage.
And I will what?
rid you out of their bondage.
Ain't no honky ever sounded like that. I will rid you out of that bondage. They ain't that poetic. Only niggas talk like that. That's how you know the Bible was written by niggas. That's how you know God is the nigger God, the black God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He said, I'll rid you out of all that. We the only one talk like that, man.
Right.
They don't talk. Honkies don't talk like that. Africans for sure. You don't talk. You're not us. Read on.
And I will redeem you with a stretched out arm.
The Most High is going to get us out of this crack cocaine ridden ghettos, these prostitute ridden ghettos, man. He going to get us out of the #1 whorehouse on the planet called the Christian church. He going to get our brothers out of that Islam wearing a goddamn a kufi, wearing kufi and a bow tie, selling bean pies. I mean, I like bean pies. It tastes pretty good. I ain't going to lie. But I ain't no goddamn Muslim. He going to get our brothers. Don't you know it's damn near 3 million black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indians in prison right now? That tops the global population of incarceration just here in America. Read on. God hear it. He knows our groaning.
And I will redeem you out with a stretched out arm.
They don't cry out of war, right? That's what he was telling me right there.
Right.
The Lord going to get us with a stretched out arm. I mean, he going to pull us out of this hellhole called bondage here in America, man. Read on.
And with great judgment.
And with what?
Great judgment.
Judgment day, baby. World War III is on your hill, Esau. Mr. White Man. World War III is on your hill. You got hell to pay, my boy. Read on.
Verse 7. And I will take you to me for a people.
For what?
And I will take you to me for a people.
For what? For a people.
For a people.
For what?
For a people.
No, join in with everybody.
For a people.
No, for just a little bit of equality.
For a people.
Nah, man. He said, I'm going to take you for a people. You know what that means, don't you, Dr. Martin Luther King? He didn't want us to hold hand with them honkies. Read.
And I will be to you a God.
Be to who?
A God.
He said, I'll be to you a God. He's talking to the children of Israel, you was by.
Right.
Read on.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord your God.
Your God. That's possessive pronouns he's using. You're going to be my people, and I'll be your God. He didn't say every goddamn body. He didn't say the Ishtar,
right,
the goddess of Easter, Christian Easter, but really Easter. We read the definition earlier, sisters. Matter of fact, once he finished this, did y'all catch that part? The definitions of them. We definitely going to get that again then. All right, so go ahead, read on.
The Lord your God, which bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians.
That's right, man. Those stinking Egypt. Why them people that love Egypt so much, and Kemet and Amun-Ra and what's his name? It's a favorite. They love this one right here. They love them all. The one they mummify. What's his name? They got him mummified in Egypt. Something Tutankhamun, or I don't know what they named it. King Tut. King effing Tut. Let me tell you something. If I was in Egypt right now, and I, was fortunate enough, because I'm broke. I ain't never been outside the country. I'm not a passport brother. I'm the brother in the hood that's gonna give you long rod. I can't fly you across the world, but I can give you this long rod. Now let me tell you what I'll do with this long rod if I was in Egypt. I'll piss on his grave. F King Tut. Right. That ain't none of my people. Right. They had my people in slavery, man. Read on.
Verse 8. And I will bring you into the land concerning the which I did swear to give it to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob.
Say our forefather's name one more time. It's just music to my ears, man.
I did swear to give it to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is the progenitors of the so-called of the Israelites, man. That's our forefathers right there, and they black, man. They not white, like Hollywood would portray to you. Now, let's read all the way down to verse 9, and we're gonna go back and get the definitions of Easter and Ishtar again, and then we're gonna get the Passover.
Right, sir.
We're gonna show you the Lord's vengeance on these heathens, man. Read.
Verse 8, and I will bring you into the land concerning the which I did swear to give it to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob.
That's our promise, the promised land. Israel, Jerusalem, man. That consists of Iran, Iraq, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, the Middle East. All that's our homeland. Read on.
And I will give it to you for inheritance.
For what?
Inheritance.
Inheritance, man. They stole our inheritance. They stole our not only our homeland, which is the Middle East, Israel, they stole our identity. This is why we call the white man the devil that the Bible speaks of. What devil means deceiver or liar, man. And let me tell you, the other nations are in cahoots with them. It's called the UN, the United Nations. And you notice we don't have a seat in the UN.
Right.
Read on.
I am the Lord. Verse 9. And Moses spoke unto the children of Israel.
Moses spoke to who?
Until the children of Israel.
No, he spoke to everybody.
The children of
No,
Israel.
he spoke to everybody.
The children of Israel.
You know, he's something that Christian song. I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody.
The children of Israel.
The children of Israel. So why the hell they sung that stupid gospel song? I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody. I'm somebody telling blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians only.
Right.
Read on.
But they hearkened not unto Moses.
We didn't listen, man. We didn't listen to Moses, man. We didn't listen to a lot of when we go to camp, a lot of our people don't listen to us. Get a job, why don't you? It ain't what you say, it's how you say it. Bye, I'm leaving. Bye, bitch. You think we give a damn? There's plenty more of you. You know what I mean? God don't want you anyway. Christ said this, my sheep hear my voice. Man, I'm going to obey whether people like me or not. I don't care who likes me in the school. You understand? I'm here to obey the Most High God. No, damn right. Damn right. Give it up. Damn right. The ISUPK ain't here for likes. This ain't Facebook.
Right.
We come in here to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments, man. To celebrate the Passover and not Easter and not Christmas and Thanksgiving and none of them pagan holidays. We put that to the side and we keep God's high holy days, man.
Right.
His feast days, his holy convocations, man. Now, when you get busy and focus on that, you ain't worried about who like you. But I will tell you what, you will be found out in here. We'll punch, we'll punch you like we was on a 10 and the Super Bowl ring is on the goddamn line. We will punt you up out of here. Read.
But they hearken not unto Moses for anguish of spirit.
Because we broken. Anguish of spirit. You know why black people don't listen to us while we out? We having class every day.
Right.
They can't say they don't see these classes. It's because our people are broken. And we don't blame you, black woman, black man, Hispanic man, Latino, Native Indian man and woman. We don't blame you. We know you broken, man. Because what? That's anguish, man. I ought to look up that word, but for time's sake, because we got a whole lot more. Go.
For anguish of spirit.
Our spirit is broken, man. You want to know why our family members got glass dicks in their mouth, smoking all the 8 balls they can smoke? You want to know why our fathers became alcoholics? It's because what?
Anguish of spirit.
It's a reason why our spirit is of anguish. It's because the white man's the devil, man. It's because the Africans hate us.
Right.
All the other races hate blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians. Don't you worry, though. Don't you worry. We got some gospel in this place called the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under Commander General Yohana. We got some gospel. Gospel means good news. Read.
And for cruel bondage.
And for what?
Cruel bondage.
What is we still in America?
Cruel bondage.
Cruel bondage. They've been cruel to us, man. They've been a cruel people to us, man. You want to know why I talk so hard and I look so fucking tough, man? It's because we've been under what?
Cruel bondage.
Cruel bondage, man. Cruel bondage, man. No sweat. That's it on 9.
Come on, sir.
Now, drop that for time's sake, because we got to get to Exodus chapter 12. That's where the Passover at. Y'all going to see the vengeance of the Lord, man. Watch this right here. Give me the definition of Easter. There you go. I thought you were about to pull that phone, but you was about, I'm about to Moses you, man. Nah, Salaki, brother. I'm just joking. Yeah, man. So we're going to get the definition of Easter out of the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. I want everybody who, you know what I mean, who don't know how to study, who think you can read the Bible like it's a goddamn novel. This is not a sex novel. that you can go read while you're at the house in your little sauna at the YMCA or whatever you're doing in your filthy lust. You know what I mean? This is not a book. This is not a cookbook. You can't go look it up on YouTube and think you know everything. You got to be taught. All right. We scholars in here, man. We just look like this. The Spirit of the Lord is upon us, something your Christian pastor will never have. They're disloyal to our black King Christ, man. Read on.
Easter, Pascha,
Passover, which means I'm jumping in front. Let me shut the hell up. Hey, one day your Wazabar gonna say, "Hey, Salaki, sir, shut the hell up," and I'm gonna check the shit out of him. And I'm gonna show him who the boss in this mug, and then I'm gonna get checked from the man above me. We got rank. Listen, we do everything rank and ranking in order, but we don't go disrespecting our brothers, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead, you got it out.
Easter, Pascha,
Passover. Okay, that's how you say it in Hebrew. Passover, which means Passover. Read it again. Tell me the book you're reading out of, Baba Kasha.
The Zondervan Bible Dictionary.
The compact Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Read.
Easter, Pascha.
Passover.
Go ahead. Passover.
What did it directly say after Passover?
Passover.
That's what Easter means. Passover. It has nothing to do with Resurrection Day. They've been lying to you. Then they'll be like, Happy Resurrection Day. Because they scared to say Easter. Because the controversy, how we've been crushing all the Christians on all social media and boots on the ground, foot on their neck. You're going to surrender. Just submit. Ain't nothing wrong with submitting. Just a little submission. You know? Read it again from the top, Baba Kasha.
Easter, Pascha. Passover.
That's it. Go ahead, read on.
Rendered Easter in Acts 12.
So it's telling you in Acts chapter 12, verse 4, Easter is Passover, which is Passover. That kills all your communion. That kills all your Last Supper. Because guess what the Last Supper was, Christians? They was having the Passover meal. When Christ said them dark sayings of eat my, he wasn't telling you to eat his flesh. That's unlawful. He was telling you, that's why Christians go get that wafer and they go get that Welch's or that Ocean Spray grape juice. They don't know what the hell it's talking about. Christ was telling us the Passover meal was going to be wine, drink of my blood. That's the wine. Eat of my flesh. There go the lamb. And then the breaking of the bread, that's the unleavened bread, the feast of unleavened bread. They was having Passover, Passover. Read the definition again. Passover.
Easter. Passover.
Get a load of hand. We got that demon up off him. Go ahead, you got it. So lock in, my brother.
Passover.
That's what Easter is, the Passover. Go ahead.
Render Easter in Acts chapter 12, verse 4. KJV. But correctly.
But what?
Correctly translated Passover.
Say it again.
But correctly translated Passover.
Easter correctly translate. Damn, you got me saying it. I'm about to rebuke my damn self. All right. Easter correctly translated is Passover. We get that. All right. But you got to look this definition up in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Don't think you can just Google any and every damn thing. You know, these devils you got to understand, these honkies is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Devil means deceiver or liar. Right. Ishtar. Let's get Ishtar. I even showed a video earlier. Matter of fact, well, we listen, if you celebrate Easter and you doing the whole rabbit, Easter egg bunny and all that, what you're doing is celebrating a false goddess named Ishtar. We got to get it. We got to get it again. After this, we're going to go directly into the Passover because we up on the time like crazy. No, go ahead. You got it.
Ishtar, a Semitic goddess.
A Semitic what?
Goddess.
A Semitic goddess. Do you know how the nigger God in heaven, our Father which art in heaven, feels when he see you down here celebrating Easter thinking it's got something to do with a Semitic goddess? Read on.
Worship in Phoenicia, Canaan, Assyria, and Babylonia. Her name is spelled in various ways.
Azeroth,
Azeroth,
Astarti,
Astarti, Astartu,
Astartu, go ahead.
in the Amana letters.
Mhm.
Ishtar, and where derived from Babylonia.
It derived from Babylon. If you don't know anything about Babylon, Babylon was destroyed for worshiping false gods. The god of Baal, Babylon, man. Babylon fell. Babylon the Great. You go read in Revelations, Babylon the Great has fallen, has fallen. We got a song in this school called Babylon is Fallen. Babylon is falling to ride no more. Babylon is falling. Woo! Woo! That's right. Go ahead.
Where she was the goddess of love.
The goddess of what?
Love.
That's where the Easter egg come from. The goddess of fertility. Because when you have all kind of sex, guess what? Babies come out. And they thought they thought the goddess of love, Ishtar, was the reason why they were so fertile and having babies and flourishing as a heathen nation that they are. Read.
And war.
The goddess of love and war. And it also go back, she's the goddess of sun, the winter solstice. You know what I mean? The equinox and all that other garbage. She's the goddess of that. The goddess of the sun, which is why the Pope wrote it into law that it would fall on every Sunday, which is why Easter falls on every Sunday, which is absolutely dumb as hell. If you ask, you know what I mean? If you anybody with any inkling of an imagination of reading books or history or archaeology like we do, you know what I mean? We do anthropology, archaeology, geographical locations. We look it up. We scholars in here, man. You could keep going.
The chief seat of her worship in Babylonia.
Listen what this prostitute Ishtar is. Read.
Was erect, where prostitution.
Was what?
Where prostitution.
That's where you very fertile. You selling that box, ain't you? Everybody fertile then, ain't it? At least that's what they thought. Of course, prostitution is against the Most High. So you're a prostitute if you celebrate Christianity's and paganism's Easter, not knowing it's Pesach. Let's get into the Passover. I'm tired of playing with these suckers. Give me the book of Exodus. I told you we're going to stay in Exodus. We're getting right to the Passover. Now, we show you what led up to the Passover. Now, I want you to read the whole book of Exodus chapter 5, and then you want to read Exodus chapter 6. Well, read both of those chapters. You're going to see what led up to the Passover. So now we're going to get Exodus chapter 12. We're getting right into the Passover now.
Right.
Let's show you exactly what the Passover is and why we celebrate it, because the Most High told us to. Let me shut the hell up because I'm jumping the gun. Read, my brother.
That's 12. Sorry.
12 and 1. Oh, yeah.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 1. And the Lord spoke unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
Pause right there. God told us this month right here was going to be to us the beginning of months. So why did we let these white honky tell us January was the first month of the year?
Right.
God didn't say January was the first month of the year. That's still in the dead of the goddamn winter. February and January are the two coldest months on the Gregorian calendar. But God said, let this be to you the first month. Read.
It shall be the first month of the year to you. Verse 3.
Now, let me tell you, the first month of the year is springtime. That's the real new year, man. Why the hell you think all the flowers and the birds and vegetation and everything come back to goddamn life, man? Because it was dead in the winter and it came back to life in the spring. Christ was born in the springtime, not in the winter. So you can throw out that idea of December the 25th, him being born in, strangled up in a manger, looking like some little white devil. White babies are ugly. Let's just be clear. They are ugly as hell. Read on.
Verse 3. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel.
Why keep saying speak unto the congregation of Israel? He must be specifically talking to. Now, if he keeps saying specifically talk to the children of Israel, just take your mind off Christianity for a second. And let's be practical, like the universal practical knowledge is, and ask yourself, well, who in the hell is the children of Israel? That's what I ask myself.
Right.
Then I did something, a miracle happened. I came in here and learned how to look up words and definitions.
Right.
And then I found out that it was us. We're the children of Israel. Read.
It's like it. In the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers.
Back then, we was great farmers. We was great goat herders, you know what I mean? Goat and sheep shepherds, you know what I mean? We was excellent at farming and hunting and planting, you know what I mean? We were excellent at it, man. We knew who we were because God gave us that ability. Read on.
A lamb for an house. Verse 4. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls.
That's right, because back then we used to share. If the house next door didn't have, like we had extra, and the house was lacking next door, we would share. Let me tell you something. This wasn't that long ago. I remember back in the day, I would go over across the street and say, my mama say, y'all got some sugar? And next day they'll come, y'all got some bread? Next day, y'all got some, we used to do that.
Right.
This is what we did right here. That's what it's explaining. We shared that lamb, man. We went from house to house because we was in our homeland.
Right.
You know what I mean? We shared with each other. We cared for one another. Guess what? We don't even care about each other no more, man. You go next door and ask somebody for some sugar if you want to. They'll call you every bum in the book.
Right.
I want to get back to them good old days, man. Kids outside, jump roping, playing whatever. And we just borrowing from each other here. All the daddies is in a circle somewhere, alcohol everywhere. We out there, good music, singing.
Right.
Everybody go back to the house and take fire to their woman. Go ahead, read on. Y'all know I'm gonna put some take fire this shit. Go ahead.
Every man according to his eating shall make you count for the lamb.
That's right. Go ahead, keep on.
Verse 5. Your lamb shall be without blemish.
Your lamb shall be without blemish, meaning we don't want to offer up. When we have the Lord's Passover, we don't offer up a lamb that only got one leg or a lamb that's cross-eyed or something. A lamb without blemish, man. Give me one of them good lambs. Right. We went to A1 Custom Meats this year. Give Commander Junior Hunter a hand, man. Yeah. Out there on the farm. But we're going to have slaughter of the lambs, man. We're going to pick the lambs that we're going to slaughter, and we're going to have that lamb at the Passover. And that lamb is going to be without blemish.
Right.
I pray you understand. Read on.
A male of the first year, ye shall take it out from the sheep.
That's what we do, because male lambs, when they're adults, they're sheep. But when they're in their tender young age, they lambs. You see what I'm saying? Now, we're not saying a little baby that just came out still suckling, you know what I mean, the milk. Nah, we don't do that. We talking about a lamb running around. He good and healthy. He running around, you know what I mean? One of them lambs, man. Right. The lambs we gonna eat at the Lord's 54th annual Passover held here in North Carolina, man. Read on.
Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. Verse 6. And ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill
of who?
Of Israel.
Go ahead.
Shall kill it in the evening.
See, what we used to do, we'll kill the lamb. We'll take one of these right here in my hand. We'll cut his neck. We'll let the blood drip out into a vessel. You know what I mean? Drain the blood. And I'm going to show you what we did with that blood. This is very important. Remember hanging that lamb up, slicing his throat. We call it the slaughter of the lambs, which is going to be so delicious. Listen, let me tell you something. The way I'm gonna let the scriptures talk. I'm jumping the damn gun. Read on, you Wazabah, Salakia.
Verse 7. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts.
There it is. Now, after you done took that lamb, you done slit his neck, hang him upside down, let the blood run into a vessel. You know what I mean? We ain't there to mistreat the lamb. We there to slaughter the lamb and eat it. Right. We're not gonna put the lamb through stress and misery and blow his goddamn brains out, with a shotgun or nothing. You know what I mean? Right. Now we do it the way the Lord told us to do it. You want to know what this called? This called being sanitary. We started quarantines and everything dealing with blood. But This time, the Most High told us to do a particular thing with that blood, with that lamb's blood. Read it again from blood.
Verse 7. And they shall take of the blood
Mhm.
and strike it onto the two side posts.
So what we did was, the Israelites took that lamb's blood and they marked their houses with the lamb's blood. That's what they did. Marked their houses. They was obedient to the Most High God. Now the Most High tells us to do it now. We're in that in a fashion show. This side of the damn church got 30, 50-gallon hats on. Why is always yellow, pink, purple, and green? Like them colors. Why? The men? We gotta wear that? You come to the UPK, you better be in all black, my boy.
Right.
Now, the women, you wear what the hell you want to wear. Just don't have your titties and your ass and your coochie showing. All right? Read on.
Two side posts and on the upper door.
What did the Lord say do? Start it again from the top, because this is so important. Because I see a lot of memes and things with people with, painting blood, white people. They're not the children of Israel.
Right.
Africans drink blood. Like, that's an African ritual. They drink blood. God didn't say drink it. He didn't say be white. He said the children of Israel. Start from children of Israel. This class is going to go over a little bit. I'm sorry, Salaki. Well, we know he's speaking to the children of Israel. Get back to the scripture. We got to keep it going. Salaki. My bad, bro.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 7. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the houses.
Now, at the Passover, this will be my 6th Passover, Lord allow. I make it to the Lord's Passover right here in Raleigh, North Carolina, 500 South Salisbury Street. We bought out the conventional center, and damn near we got over 11 hotels sold out. You know what I mean? That's how deep we falling on North Carolina this year, man. But what we did, you're gonna see a lamb hide all over the place. You're gonna walk in there. You might not notice it directly, but we got that blood. We done put that blood on that for the children of Israel. Y'all might not see it. You might, where the blood, sir? Oh, I'm going to show you. Come ask me personally. I will show you. You know what I mean? Some brothers so goddamn hardcore. They take the lamb, the sheep. They take the lambs and make a damn garment out of it. I ain't gonna say no names, General Muhammad. I want that sheep, that lamb garment. He got a garment that's lamb. I mean, I'm low key asking Baba Kashab, my Lord. I humbly ask, sir, please, Baba Kashab. He got a goddamn lamb's garment that's so hardcore, man. It's out of this world. So Israelites, man, we made use of these animals the Lord gave us, the clean ones he told us we could eat. You know what I mean? What do white people do? They go out and shoot up all the buffalo just for sport. Just kill them, line them up, and hang them up. What you putting a goddamn, what you call them? Just something. I forget I ain't no damn scholar, but when they hang the goddamn trophies up on the wall for sport, look what I killed. I killed a gorilla. Look, me. I'm white. Black people ain't worried about that. I want some food, some liquor, and some behind. Let's keep going before I keep sidebarring and get checked.
Verse 8. And they shall eat the flesh in the night.
They shall do what?
Eat the flesh in the night.
Brothers and sisters, this is the Passover. We eat the flesh of that lamb in the night, man. We eat that we because something is about to happen. I ain't gonna jump the gun. I'm gonna keep reading.
Roast with fire.
Roast with what?
With fire.
Go ahead.
And unleavened bread.
And what?
And unleavened
This was
bread.
Christ was talking about when he said, take, eat. This is what he was talking about when he broke that bread, man. And he gave him that wine. And even if you don't drink, you commanded to drink wine at the Passover. I don't give a damn if it's a little swig. You better obey the Most High.
Right.
You might find a damn husband with your stuck up. Go ahead, read on.
And with
read on.
And with bitter herbs.
And with what?
Bitter herbs.
That's how you know it wasn't white people. We seasoned it. It say with what?
Bitter herbs.
Man, we ate that meat with bitter herbs, man. We season our food real good. White people don't do that. They put raisins in their potato salad. Surely this ain't Esau. Read on.
They shall eat it. Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Eat not of it raw.
This how you know it ain't white too. What did it just say?
Eat not of it raw.
They love their stuff rare. Give me my stuff rare. Just bring it out the pack and let me eat it. That's white people. They are not the Israelites, man. What did the Bible just say?
Eat not of it raw.
Cook your goddamn food, man. That's Israelite culture. Read.
Nor sodden at all with water,
Go ahead.
but roast with fire.
But roast with what?
With fire.
Go ahead.
His head with his legs.
Let me tell you something, man. Some of these brothers, we don't save nothing. Read on.
And with the producing thereof.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 10. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning.
This how you know it was niggas right here. We leave nothing but residue and bones. Let what?
And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning.
Black people ain't leaving no food, no lamb any goddamn way. I'm telling you, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I go up there 2, 3, of course, after all the brothers and sisters done ate, I go up there 2, 3 more times, get me some more of that lamb. It'd be so good with them bitter herbs, and you put it on that juice from the, oh man, with that unleavened bread and with that wine and your strong, whatever you got in your cup. Every Passover, I got about 4 or 5 cups. One is strong, one is kind of strong, one is wine, because we commanded to drink wine with the unleavened bread and the lamb. One water. Every Passover. I'm 6 years old. I'm a babe in this truth, man. Because the Bible, okay, every Passover you've been to, that's how old you are in the truth. That's why the Bible calls us the children of Israel. This will be my 6th Passover, so I'm still a young babe in this thing, man. If this your first Passover, Google, you pop the titty out your mouth. You about to get the first taste of brotherhood and sisterhood.
Right.
Read on.
And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire.
Yeah, man, because we was a clean people, but trust me, Black, Hispanic, Latinos, and Native Indians ain't gonna be left any damn way. We eating everything. Okay, read on.
Verse 11.
This is the Passover, baby. Read on.
Verse 11. And thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded.
We ate it with our loins girded. You want to see this? Our loins girded. We kept our weapons. You see, we kept our swords. We kept our loins girded. So why? Because listen, what's about to happen? We knew that they was gonna be mad at the Most High for killing. I'm jumping the gun. I'll keep jumping. Go ahead. Read.
Your shoes on your feet.
Our boots on the ground. The ISUPK at this Passover, you're going to see us with our weapons. We're going to be fully armed. Yes, we are. Of course, legal. We're going to be legally armed for protection, just for our protection. We don't do anything. We don't break no laws. We don't break Esau's. Listen, you ain't got nothing to worry about, Mr. White Man. You don't got to come. I seen your class. You're going to be armed, ain't you? You damn right, legally. Read.
And your staff in your hand.
And your what?
And your staff in your hand.
And your what?
And your staff in your hand. And your staff in your hand.
Say it again.
And your staff in your hand.
This is what a staff is, man. Moses had a staff in his hand. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something. Before they had them guns, the white man had them guns and them bullets. Boy, them Haitians will beat your head in with one of these. This is what a staff is, man. You see? Read that part again, Baba Kasha.
Verse 11. And thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded.
Have your weapons on you, man. Get your weapons, man. Have your loins girded. Because we know what's about to happen. I want to jump the gun so bad, but come on, let's go.
And your shoes on your feet.
Them boots on the ground. Go.
And your staff in your hand.
Let's read.
And ye shall eat it in haste.
We ate it fast, man. We ate it fast because we knew our enemy was going to come upon us. Read on.
It is the Lord's Passover.
It is what?
The Lord Passover.
It is what?
The Lord Passover.
Now, you notice we didn't read nothing about a goddamn Easter egg hunt.
Right.
I ain't heard nothing about a goddamn egg or the rabbit, the little bunny. Nothing. I ain't heard nothing about that. I ain't heard about no pink and silver and gold and purple and pink. I ain't read nothing about an Easter egg basket. I ain't heard about none of that. What you doing for? Where y'all eating at Easter? Bitch, it's the Passover.
Right.
But here's the thing. You're going to have to come into the Israelite school or UPK and learn that you can't have your own Passover like the fake Israelite groups and the Christian churches do. They read this and think, oh, see, Shabbat Shalom, having their own little Passover. You can't do that, man.
Right.
The children of Israel congregated together at a certain time that God told us to. You can listen, we got General Mayak. He come up with all the times of all the high holy days.
Right.
Because he's a real priest and prophet of the Lord. And the priests and prophets of the Lord always put together the Passovers according to how God told them to do it. So you can't have your own Pass. Yeah, I believe in the Passover. We had ours. Yeah, Shabbat Shalom. Trust me, if you One West, we looking at you like you're a Christian. I mean, we're not trying to belittle you. We want you to come into the UPK and learn the truth. But if you don't want to, F you. Because, God ain't want you anyway. He ain't want you. What the hell we want you for? Read on.
Verse 12. For I will pass through the land of Egypt.
What did the Lord say he was going to do to our enemies?
For I will pass through the land of Egypt.
Read.
This night.
When?
This night.
When?
This night.
What's the Passover about? Go ahead.
For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night.
That's right. Go ahead.
And will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
Good night. I like the way you read that, brother. He said he'll do what?
And I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
Smite ain't kisses and hugs and confetti. Smite ain't God love everybody. God ain't smite ain't God is all love.
Right.
Smite mean kill. Read it again. That part again you read from the top again right there. That's hardcore. God is not a woman, man. God is not your mother. God kills, man.
Right.
Everybody want to think God is all love. God don't hate. That ain't what this scripture just said. You got to reconsider, man. Wake the hell up, Israel. If you Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, you need to wake the hell up and realize you've been bamboozled and lied to celebrate these Christian holidays and all this dogma. Read.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 12. For I will pass through the land of Egypt.
I will pass through the land of what?
Egypt.
Guess what? He's going to pass through the land of America just like he did, because America is spiritually Egypt, man.
Right.
It is spiritually Sodom. Read.
This night.
When?
This night.
Go ahead.
And I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
That's right. The same thing going to happen to America in World War III. He's going to smite. You're going to see legs and arms and booties and private parts and titties flying everywhere. They're going to get blown the hell up, called World War III. Read.
Both man and beast.
I think that's what I just said.
Right.
He's going to kill the animals too. Man and beast. Read.
And against all the gods of Egypt.
And all these gods, all this white Jesus, says your Borgia, all this Islam and that stupid rock over there in Mecca, all this Buddhism, that fat little Buddha, and this little Shiva that y'all celebrate where dreadlocks and smoking weed come from. God gonna destroy all this, man. He gonna destroy it all. He did it before. He gonna do it again. He gonna deliver Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, the children of Israel, out of bondage again, man. You understand? Read.
And against all the gods of Egypt.
You see that? Against all the gods of Egypt, man. Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism. All these lies that they've been teaching us about God being white and Christ being white. God's going to destroy all that, man. Read.
I will execute judgment.
He going to do what?
Execute judgment.
What the nigga God say he about to do?
Execute judgment.
No. Happy day, oh happy day.
Execute judgment.
Nah, man, Judgment Day. World War III. Read.
I will slack it. I am the Lord.
That nigga, he's there. He walked off like he dropped the mic like, nigga. You know what I mean? I am the Lord, nigga. Read on.
Verse 13. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the house where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you.
See, when we was in the land of Egypt, the Lord, when we obeyed him, man, that's all we need. What this story is trying to tell you is obey the Most High God and do not drop your sword. That's why I said that whole thing about not liking some, F all that, man. lest you be a part of the ones that got destroyed that didn't have that blood upon their house. Read that part again, Baba Kasha. That's heavy.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 13. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you.
When he say, I see the blood, I will pass over you, he's going to give an order to the death angel to pass right over your house and go to your enemy's house and kill them. Now, not the enemies of your nation, your adversaries, the ones who got your people in slavery. Your enemy, if you call, now make no mistake, we had a lot of civil wars, man. Every nation gonna have that. That's why the Bible say, forgive your neighbor, forgive your brother, your sister. Treat your brother and sister like you treat yourself. You know what I mean? Because the Lord want us to love each other, our own race. He don't want us to love the other races, man. This is what he clearly telling us. He said he's going to kill the firstborn of the Egyptians, which is another race of people. But a lot of us ain't putting that blood, that lamb's blood, on our doorposts. We putting crack pipes to our lips. We putting Pornhub in our head, watching somebody else get married. Sexual lust and deviancy, drugs, alcoholism, disobeying God's dietary laws, saying, my heart, God knows my heart. Oh, he know your heart, all right. He knows that you didn't put no blood on your post. And that death angel ain't going to pass over you or your children. It's called generational curses. Read on.
I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you.
See, the Lord didn't want to destroy the children of Israel, man. That's why he told only the children of Israel to put that blood on their post. And the ones who didn't, trust me, they got destroyed with them. That's going to happen. Russia and Ukraine is at war right damn now. The ISUPK got the blood on our doorposts. That's why we do these classes. That's why we do these camps. That's why the sisters come in here and say Yahweh Shemal Thud by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Because they doing what the Lord told them to do, man. The Lord gonna pass over us, man, the ISUPK, man. But let me tell you something. If you're not in here, you're not safe. Read on.
Upon you to destroy you.
To what?
To destroy you.
Yeah, man, the Lord don't want to destroy us, man. Not the children of Israel. He don't get no satisfaction in us dying. He don't get no satisfaction in black on black violence and abortion and Planned Parenthood. The Lord not get no satisfaction with spiting us with AIDS and the COVID-19.
Right.
He didn't get no satisfaction, but we died number one. Why? We didn't have our blood on our doorposts, man. Read.
When I smite the land of Egypt. Verse 14.
This is about to get deep, deep. Read.
And this day shall be unto you for a memorial. And ye shall keep it.
You shall what?
And ye shall keep
This is a commandment that we keep the Passover. What's the topic of the class?
God command us to keep the Passover, not Easter egg hunts.
Have we read about an Easter egg hunt yet?
Sir.
A bunny? A fashion show? Resurrection Day? I ain't heard resurrection yet. Read it again.
Verse 13. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the house where ye are.
Have y'all heard resurrection yet? I heard Passover. Easter means Pesach, which means Passover. I ain't heard resurrection yet. Did Christ resurrect? Yes, he did, but it ain't got nothing to do with this. The Passover. The Passover is about, read.
Ye are.
It shall be a token to you. The Passover is about what?
Ye shall be a token upon the houses where ye are.
There it is.
And when I see the blood, I will pass over you.
This is what the Passover is about. The Lord not killing you in your sin. You're not getting caught up trying to be a goddamn Egyptian. We over here getting caught up trying to be American, man, chasing the American dream. Who gives a damn about your money?
Right.
Read.
And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you. When I Salakia, when I smite the land of Egypt. Verse 14, and this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generation.
Throughout your what?
Throughout your generation.
Read on.
Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever.
For what?
For an ordinance forever.
Who the hell told us to stop keeping the Passover? Who told us to stop keeping the Passover? He said we shall keep it for what?
An ordinance forever.
An order is an order. A commandment is a order. Ordinance is an order. That's a commandment right there. You shall keep it what?
For an ordinance forever.
Forever. Now, why in the hell, if you're in the Christian church, you ain't never heard of the Passover? And you celebrating some Easter, not knowing the word Easter means Pesach, Passover. We supposed to be keeping the Passover. Read.
Verse 15, 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread.
Now, this right after the Passover. This is when the Lord done passed over the children of Israel and done killed all the Egyptians' firstborn son, firstborn cattle. If you was a goddamn roach in Egypt, goddamn it, and you was a male, you died. Every male died.
Right.
Of everything, the beast, the insect, the men, everything died. He killed the firstborn of everything. Every blood cleat thing. Read.
Verse 15, 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread.
This is the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which we're going to go right into right after the Passover. April the 1st is the Lord's 54th annual Passover, hosted right here in North Carolina, 500 South Salisbury Street, downtown Raleigh. We got the convention center, man. That's what we have. The Lord that gave us the Passover this year. Right after that, the next day, Sunday the 2nd, we're going into, sundown, we're going to the Feast of Unleavened Bread. It's going to last for 7 days. We got to put all the food that's in our houses that have leavening in it, baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, baking powder, you got to get it out your house. Sit it outside of your house or sit it in your trunk. Anything in your refrigerator, cabinets, house, period, everything, get it out. Baking soda, get it the hell out your house. If it have any leavening in it or anything, a rising agent in it, get it out your house. Put it in the bag, man. You ain't got to throw it away. Put it in your trunk. Put it on the back patio, whatever the case may be, but get it the hell out your house. This is the Feast of Unleavened Bread right after Passover. Read.
Verse 15, 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread.
7 days we're going to eat unleavened bread, man. You go get some corn tortillas. Make sure you eat some. Now, I'm telling you, you got to, have a smorgasbord of unleavened bread. But every day, eat you some corn tortillas, man. I'm going to tell you, you can go to Chipotle. You know what I mean? Go to Chipotle, get you one of them rice bowls, get rice, eat you some salad, you know what I mean? Whatever. Just don't eat no unleavened bread. Don't eat no bread with leavening in it.
Right.
7 whole days you got to go without food with leaven in it. Read.
Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your house.
What the Lord just said. I think I just said that. Let's see what the Lord just said.
Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your house.
The Lord say put the leavening out your houses. Why we don't do this, man? Why we don't do this, man?
Right.
Now, in Easter celebration, what's the first thing you see? A big pig sitting on the table at the Easter celebration. A honey glazed ham. Eating pork is a sin. Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7. And it's in Deuteronomy. We're not supposed to eat pork. Then that's one abomination. All kind of abominations on the table and leavened bread. We're supposed to eat unleavened bread,
right,
which was Christ was trying to tell us. He wasn't talking about eat my goddamn flesh. He wasn't saying be a cannibal. Read on.
For whosoever eateth leavened bread.
Now, this is the interesting part for you hard-headed Christians. You want to know why your son is in jail the rest of his life? You want to know why your car keep breaking down? You don't want to know why every time you turn around, it's something. It's just every time I turn. That's what we love to say. Every time I turn around, it's something. This is why. Read.
From the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel.
The Lord done cut you off spiritually, man. You just like the Gentiles, man. You're a white devil to the Most High. You're a Gentile, and even though you're an Israelite, not all Israel is Israel. You act like the Gentile, so the Lord treats you like one. And then what did he do?
From the first day until the seventh day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel.
He cut you the hell off from his protection. That's why we know slavery. That's why the white man was so easily able to take over. You know he can't beat us in a goddamn fight. I take 10 myself. Easy. This is why he let them rule over us and be our slave masters. Because we cut off, man. Because we refuse to keep God's law, statutes, and commandments. It's a commandment to keep the Lord's Passover, but what we doing? We keeping Easter. Easter is Passover, but you don't know it. You're celebrating a false goddess called Ishtar in way and interchangeable with the damn what Easter really is.
Right.
I mean, it's not interchangeable, but that's what they made it. They deceivers. God made them to be devils. That's why we call them what they are. And our own people come up against us. Not all of them are bad. All the people who went in slavery wasn't bad either. Or did you forget 99 million of us died on the route in the transatlantic slave trade, on the routes back and forth, that Atlantic Ocean?
Right.
Read.
Verse 16. And in the first day there shall be an holy convocation.
A what?
Holy convocation.
This is a holy convocation, man. Holy means separate. So if all the other nations, everybody celebrate Easter, Africans, everybody. Holy means separate. This is supposed to be a holy, separate convocation for us.
Right.
We ain't supposed to celebrate what they celebrate. It's holy, it's separate. Read on.
And in the seventh day, they shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you.
You see that? Man, that's the Most High talking to the children of Israel, man. And with the Sabbath, the whole Sabbath is for us, man. The Sabbath day is all about us, our slave masters, not putting us in hard bondage on the day the Lord gave us to be off, man. You know what I mean? But no sweat. Our kingdom is coming, man. Don't you worry about it, man. You at 17?
Concert.
Now drop that, and we're going to close it out with this. Damn, we up on the time. Good night. Drop down to verse 26. So this is proof. So I showed you throughout this class what led up to the Passover, God's promise to deliver Israel, and then I showed you the Passover. Now I'm about to show you God wants us to remember the Passover. Read verse 26. We in the book of Exodus chapter 12, start at verse 26. This proof that God wants us to remember the Passover and not some goddamn bunny or Easter egg bunny search. Read.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 26.
And it ain't said nothing about resurrection day yet. Read.
Verse 26. And it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, what mean ye by this service? Verse 27. That ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover.
Oh, the sacrifice of the Lord's what?
Passover.
It's going to come a day, man. You're going to get old and ripe in your age, man. And they're going to say, why we celebrate the Passover? And you're going to say, what? Your children, your great-grandchildren and your children, they're going to say, why we celebrate this? Why we celebrate the Passover? What is this? What is this lamb and this bread and this wine we eating and drinking? Is because we're remembering when God killed our enemies, man, and delivered us out of slavery and hard bondage, man. Right. And He's going to do it here in America again.
Right.
And I'm telling you, the reason why this saying this is going to come a day, it's talking about America right now.
Right.
Mom, what is a white man? Who is the white man? They're going to be in, we're going to have them in museums. It's honky, yeah, that little honky right there. That's who caused the earth to tremble. That's who the devil was. Read on.
It is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover.
This is what we're going to tell them, man. Read on.
Who passed over the houses of the children of Israel.
Who did he pass over the houses of the children of who?
Israel.
See that? The Lord passed over our houses, man, to kill our enemies. Read on. It's going to say it.
In Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians.
When he killed our enemies, the Egyptians. We're going to say this one day to our grandkids, and they're going to say it to their grandkids, and they're going to say it to their grandkids. You know, one day, it was something called World War III. And the Lord killed all them Russians, and them Americans, and them Italians, and them French. He got them stinking Africans, too.
Right.
He got them Aladdin carpet riding Arabs, too. He got them fried noodle Chinese, chinky-eyed Chinese, too.
Right.
He got them the big fat bellied Hawaiians too that act like us. I hope he get Burna Boy first. Oh, because his goddamn head off and go to the bowling alley and roll that motherfucker and get a strike. Read on.
And delivered our houses, and the people bowed the head and worship. Verse 28.
Damn right. Damn right. Say that part again, man. We about to drop the class, but for the rest of this right here, you want to read the rest of really chapter 12 from 26. You can read really the whole chapter. It show you how the Lord delivered the children of Israel. Keep reading though, because this heavy right here.
And the people bowed their head and worship. Verse 28. And the children of Israel.
The children of God damn, it keeps saying it. The Lord wants you to know who you are: Black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian people, man, woman, and child. The children of Israel, we're the Israelites. Get it through your thick skull, man. Or you could just be found without the blood upon the post of your house. You choose. Read on.
The children of Israel went away and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
So did they.
So did they. Read on.
Verse 29. And it came to pass that at midnight.
That what?
And it came to pass that at midnight.
Read on.
The Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
This is why the Lord want us to remember this, man. The whole Passover is about the Lord want us to remember what he did for our forefathers. Let me blow your mind real quick before I end this class. We are our forefathers. We were the ones in Egypt. Reincarnation is real. Right. If you back in the ISUPK, man, woman, or child, you was one of the ones that was in that house that had that blood upon that post. And with that, we're going to go ahead and clip up this class, man. All right. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to school, they're off limits for 6 months. They ought to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, of course. What's the topic of the class?
God commanded us to keep the Passover.
To keep the what?
Passover.
The what?
Passover.
Go ahead.
Not Easter egg hunts.
Yeah, man. Upcoming holy convocations. We got the Lord's 54th annual Passover, man. Held right here in North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, 500 South Salisbury Street, downtown Raleigh, man. The game is afoot, man. And we got our feet on our oppressor's neck, man. We bought out the whole convention center, man. If you're Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, you are commanded to come out and remember when the Lord killed our enemies, man, because he's going to do it all over again. We're in the last days right now, all right? If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pant, headband, and scarf. And with that, Amijin, which means stand. Wapinya, Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, then we're going to say it in the English. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Latananawa, Lakam, Kau, Yawam, Wasalat Lanawa, Kabawat Nawa, Kasalat Nawa, Kabawatianawa, Walai, Tabayah Nawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wahala, Watapara, Waiwalamya, Aman. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Sar, which means turn. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel. Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Shem Yahweh Barakathum, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakathum, Yahweh, which means hands down. Sar, we're going to turn and face the sisters. Sisters, we're going to give men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shemal Athaba Shem Yahweh Shah. Yahweh, class dismiss.